Calling all barbecue and Southern food lovers. We're diving into cuisine at women-owned haunts in Western Alabama, home to the renowned University of Alabama.
Roll Tide!
Over the next 2 podcast episodes, their restaurants' Southern flavors combine passion and practice, because food tastes better not only when you know where it's sourced, but when you can support the community by shopping small and supporting family-owned establishments who truly care about making a difference.
We're just honoring that tradition every day when we cook and serve our product.
In this podcast episode in Tuscaloosa, we'll discover barbecue and soul food at places where women are leaving a legacy, with Betsy McAtee at Dreamland BBQ and Sharon Thomas at Thomas's Rib Shack.
You know it's so good when nobody's talking.
Now let's eat. We're starting out at a legendary staple for students and fans of the Crimson Tide on game day, Dreamland BBQ. Outside of Dreamland BBQ at the original location in the Jerusalem Heights neighborhood, a large white billboard has Dreamland BBQ Coca-Cola and red letters advertising, "Ain't nothing like 'em nowhere." After eating here, I can tell you it's true. Inside of the one-story red building, Dreamland BBQ CEO Betsy McAtee sits down with me at the bar. This location has been in operation since 1958, and the walls and ceiling are crammed and covered with University of Alabama-related photos, t-shirts, license plates from various states, and photographs of the original Dreamland BBQ owner. Now for a little behind the scenes on how I always try to start my interviews when filming for Travels with Darley, because this is not only a podcast, but a PBS and streaming series.
Would you do your first and last name just so we have the pronunciation?
Sure, Betsy McAtee.
McAtee. Okay.
B-E-T-S-Y-M-C, capital A-T-E-E.
Okay, great. And you're the CEO of Dreamland.
Right.
Love that. Love the women CEO. Gotta do it.
We always record the person saying their name and title on camera before we start the actual conversation, because sometimes we go to a few stops over one day of filming, and we're out filming each episode for multiple days, and those multiple days over a season are multiplied by multiple locations and multiple weeks on the road. It's a dizzying array of people that I meet, so sometimes by the time I'm getting around to doing the final voiceovers in studio in my home in New York City in the fall at the end of a season, I don't even know where I am. And some people's names are a little hard to pronounce, so you kind of have to listen a few times. On this interview with Betsy McAtee, her name is pretty easy.
Well, thanks for having us to the original location. I
Absolutely.
smelled it from afar as we came up the road here, coming to Tuscaloosa today.
Just follow the smoke.
Just follow the smoke, and you will be at Dreamland. It smells really good.
Thank you. It's that hickory wood that we cook all of our products on. Makes the biggest difference.
So wood-fired barbecued ribs.
Yes. Ain't nothing like them nowhere.
Why is Alabama so known for its barbecue? Because it is.
You know, I think it's our climate. 10 months out of the year, you can pretty much do anything outside, grill outside, a very sports-centric area, hunting, fishing, and all those lend themselves to cooking outside and cooking meat over an open pit and
Grilling
all
and
the good
chilling.
things. Yeah, grilling and chilling.
I love it. Well, and this is, University of Alabama territory right here.
Absolutely.
This is a beacon. You guys are a hub for this area. Share with me how Dreamland is part of the community here in Tuscaloosa.
We've been here since 1958, so we've been a part of the community for a very long time. Alabama football is kind of the backbone of this area, and Alabama sports in general. And years ago, Coach Bryant he was a patron. He would come in or send people in to get ribs, and just through the years, we became associated with it. And years ago, back when TV broadcast, you didn't have the regional sports, you only just had the national sports. It would be the game of the week. And there was a broadcaster, Keith Jackson, that would come in here and eat and talk about it nationally during a football broadcast, and then it just sort of took off from there.
The dream spread.
The dream spread, yes.
And you're keeping it alive, because I heard that with your story that there's a family tie to Dreamland. You know, your dad was friends with the original owner.
Yes, my father and Mr. Bishop were friends through the years. And back in the early 90s, my father was looking to get out of dentistry, which was his profession by trade. And through this friendship, he one day asked Mr. Bishop, wouldn't you like for people to be able to enjoy your ribs one day when you're no longer here? And he said, never thought about it. And then in 1993, we opened the restaurant in Birmingham, and the rest is history.
And a number of locations now.
Yes, 11 total. Plus, we ship our product all over the U.S. We have a USDA manufacturing facility.
And why was he known as Big Daddy?
He was a large man. And he would sit here and cook the ribs and watch soap operas throughout the day. And he was a large guy. His name, Big Daddy was what his nickname was.
And Big Daddy lived right here.
Yes, behind the restaurant.
So tell me a little bit about Alabama barbecue. Is it similar? Now I think about North Carolina being vinegary, and different regions have different flavors. What's it like in Alabama?
So Alabama, we have very diverse barbecue. In North Alabama, you have a white sauce, so that's mainly mayonnaise, vinegar, pepper, garlic, and they serve it with smoked chicken. That's how they typically serve that. So that's really, really, really big in North Alabama. And then southern and central Alabama, it's more of a sweet style. Our barbecue sauce is different. We're a vinegar-based southern style with a little bit of back heat. So we don't have that sweet flavor.
I love vinegar.
Yes, yes.
I actually do. I love vinegar.
Oh, good. Well, you'll love our sauce.
I'm like, yeah, bring on the vinegar. That sounds fantastic.
It is very good. It is. We ship our barbecue sauce all over the world.
It has found its home here, and it's gone all over. That's so cool. What else do you think is interesting about the Tuscaloosa area?
I think one of the most interesting things is, we are tied in with Alabama football, but it's really a community here. Tuscaloosa, yes, you've got the University of Alabama here, but you've also got other large manufacturing businesses here, but it's just a great, great community. And we're centrally located on I-20, so if you're going from Mississippi to Georgia, you're coming right by Dreamland.
And you went to University of Alabama.
I did. I'm a graduate of the University of Alabama and a big fan still today.
So can we say a roll tide?
We can say roll tide. Roll tide.
And now we're gonna roll barbecue. Roll up those beautiful ribs.
Roll up those ribs.
How long do they cook back here under this wood, above this wood fire?
About 45 minutes.
Okay.
About 45 minutes. So it's a longer process than if you were to sit down and somebody's cooking you a piece of chicken. But we put a lot of care and love into those ribs, every single slab.
What should I be ordering today? What's your signature?
I think you got to get the ribs, right? I think you got to get banana pudding. But if you're a chocolate fan, Chocolate Dream is very dreamy. It is very dreamy. And then, of course, baked beans, coleslaw, macaroni and cheese, all the southern sides.
It sounds fantastic.
And you got to finish it off with some sweet tea.
I'm loving this sweet tea, actually. I see that it's Big Daddy's iced tea.
It's Big Daddy's iced tea, yes.
Ain't nothing like it nowhere.
Yep,
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, I'm excited to see if I can taste what's in your secret sauce.
All right, we'll see if you can figure it out.
The bar gets covered in plates filled with ribs, macaroni and cheese, baked beans, coleslaw, and a plate of Wonder Bread and barbecue sauce.
So this is our version of chips and salsa.
No, I love it.
Bread and Dreamland barbecue sauce. So you just rip it off and dip it in.
It does have a little heat at the back of that.
A little back heat. We ship our barbecue sauce all over the world.
That's some Alabama Tuscaloosa goodness.
It is.
Okay, let's try these ribs.
Okay, dig in.
I could taste that hickory. It's almost like a crisp flavor. And I like how you kind of have to bite into that.
Right.
It's not falling off the bone.
It's not a fall off the bone type rib because we cook over an open pit, so it yields a different flavor profile.
these places that are handed down through generations, they keep history alive and they keep us coming back for more.
We're just honoring that tradition every day when we cook and serve our product for all our raving fans.
You got another one, you can add me to the list.
Awesome, awesome.
Our next stop is Thomas's Rib Shack. You know something's good when it's been in business for more than 50 years, 3 generations. Sharon Thomas, who grew up in the family business, worked with her dad selling barbecue when she was just a few years old. So authentic Southern barbecue, it's in her bones. I meet her in the front of the No Frills restaurant where you can get takeout from the counter or sit at a table to dine. There's already a line inside to get takeout, and it's the morning.
3 generations.
Yes, ma'am.
Now, how is it that you've stayed in business that long?
We've been blessed. We've been blessed. And we have a good product. You know, the food is amazing. And I'm not being biased, but it's amazing. I mean, we cook with love and we cook homemade food. So that's the kicker right there.
Homemade good. Well, share with me. I was looking at the menu. It's kind of extensive. Like, what's on the menu?
Yeah, today, Sunday, yams, black-eyed peas, macaroni and cheese, peach cobbler, dressing, collard greens, cabbage greens, rice, boiled okra, baked chicken, fried pork chops, pig's feet, hamburger steak, and oxtails.
That's a lot.
That's a lot. That's a lot.
I've never had oxtails before.
Try them, you like them.
Really?
You will like them, yes. You will love them.
I don't really see oxtails on menus that often.
Right. Well, they're maybe a rare delicacy, but we have them.
How do you prepare the oxtails?
We boil them. We boil them and we put vegetables with them, and they are to die for. They are to die for. Yes.
What else should I try this morning? So this is my breakfast, but I'm gonna go all in. So you tell me what I should try this morning.
You should try the fried chicken, the pork chop, the baked chicken, the oxtails, the hamburger steak, the rice, the cabbage, the collards, the boiled okra, the dressing, the macaroni, the yams, and the black-eyed peas.
You know what I love about this visit to Alabama? You all really feed me well.
Yes, ma'am. We do that. It's like coming home, like being at Big Mama's house.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
Well, I can't wait to try the macaroni and cheese.
It's good. It's good.
I'm gonna try those oxtails, but I'm here for the macaroni and cheese, the fried chicken, the black-eyed peas. I'm here for the turkey neck bones, oxtails, beef livers, chitlins, pork chops, baked chicken, fried chicken, whole chicken wings, pig feet, pig ears, hamburger steak.
Can you tell the menu is extensive? We sit down with Sharon's brother Michael, who further reinforces that Thomas's Rib Shack is a true family business.
It don't get no more southern than this.
We have oxtails, rice, macaroni, collards with the 2 pots of okra and fried chicken and cornbread.
This is as far south as you're gonna get.
Oxtail, here we go. This is so good, it's falling right off the bone. That's good. I've never had that before, but it reminds me of something else. It's so tender, it falls. You don't even need a knife, it falls right off the bone.
It does.
Yeah,
I really like it, but I'm trying to think of what I can't even place what it would taste like. It just tastes like a very, very great, it tastes like a great meat.
It is.
It's really tasty. It tastes like you've been, it was cooked for quite a while, boiled for quite a while.
It takes several hours to get it just right. We put care into it. You know, everything's prepared like daily, and we keep rolling.
You know, the menu hasn't changed in over 30 years.
2 classics that have stood the test of time in Tuscaloosa. If you're traveling to this part of Western Alabama, add these top restaurants to your travel list. Tuscaloosa is located along 2 major interstates, I-20 and I-59, making a road trip from neighboring Mississippi, Tennessee, and northern Florida, as well as eastern Louisiana, easy. If you're flying nearby, Tuscaloosa is about an hour's drive from Birmingham and 3 hours from Atlanta. Stay tuned for more about travels to Tuscaloosa in the next 2 podcast episodes. And if you like this podcast, please subscribe.